What's up, guys? We're back again. We got another banger. Dake versus Montell Marion. And say personally that I was taught by Montell in the year 2014, 2015. I was a senior, and my coach at the time, he was real terrible. And one of my buddies, his dad was actually real cool, and so he sent me up to Baltimore for about 2 weeks or about a week and a half. And man, he just taught me so much game. I mean, he was just such a cool, fun guy to be around on and off the mat. So let me just start by saying that. And his hand fighting, the way he does it in this match, it's exactly how he taught me. He was literally just like, anytime somebody would be in your face, he'd exaggerate that penetration step in the collar tie, and he would just say, like literally like be a bully to them. So my whole wrestling style kind of like revolved around him. Really, it centered around a lot of the Iowa wrestlers, but let's get back to the match. So we see Montell in here. He's riding high, and Kyle's in on a deep high crotch. He comes up. He's trying to get him off his hips, and he goes inside trip. And Montell somehow stays on one leg, comes up. Kyle's trying to go upper body, and Montell, he was no pushover, man. He wasn't just gonna let you, go upper body. So got out of that. We're back to 1 minute in first period. Montell's in on the high seat, and he comes up and he gets into a inside trip position, which I've never seen him do that in a match. I really need to ask him next time I see him about this. But we were just talking about higher hip always win. You see Kyle turn his hips, comes up, and he just switches. And at that point, Montell just had to bite. You'll see in the actual replay that his left hand, actually came up high around his neck, which, I mean, it isn't really traditional to be like that for an inside trip. So just that much of a difference in the move was enough for Kyle to counter. So we're back down to bottom. Montell is going to be trying to get out and try and get a one. And he actually used this move. He used to teach me this a lot. We just literally sit on the floor and we just work on hip heists. So he'd come up to all fours and he'd just sit like that. It was a little bit more exaggerated. He'd pop his hips, but it was pretty much the same motion. And so you see Montell here kind of close to getting that two on the edge. You see Tom is over here pissed off as usual because, he's just from Iowa. So that's just his natural mood. So we're back to the center, 2-1. 9 seconds left. It's not much to do. Yeah, I don't even know why he shot in on the last second, but it is what it is. On the second period, and you see Kyle is just gonna ride him to hell, dude. I mean, literally, I can't even tell you how many times Matt returned him. He put him on his back. Like, literally, he was just out there just being a puppeteer, dude. Like, it literally wasn't even fair. And you see, he's the bread and butter for Kyle in this match was that claw ride. I mean, anytime he got that deep hand up against the shoulder and he just turned him, it was just lights out, dude. I mean, Montell could fight it, but eventually he's gonna get 2 or 3 backs, and honestly, in a match like this, that's all the difference. So the score is 4-1. You've got 40 seconds left in the second period, so it's not a blowout, but with one more turn it could be. So what do? Last ditch effort, turn those hips. Montell is gonna keep on fighting. He has to keep his head down so he doesn't get pulled back for another back point. And you see Kyle's just going to ride it into the break. So third period, 4-1. Kyle's up 3, so Montell needs at least a takedown and some back points. And then you see Kyle in that 3-point, 4-point stance. He used to be a menace with that. Like, that was honestly such a good defense. Even though it's so simple, people couldn't blast through those hips, man. I mean, ask David Taylor. He lost to he lost to Dake 3 times to the same score. So Dake gets his one, scores essentially 5-1. So Dake's up 4. And you see Montell is literally in that last ditch effort. He comes in high C and he steps across with his hips. Dake doesn't have to necessarily go for the takedown, but he decides, let me just roll him out, get a quick little reset. And those resets can kill the momentum of the match, especially if you're losing too. It's different. And then you see Montell go in for that ankle pick. Kyle Dake draped over him, and then Montell was kind of already familiar with the claw ride, so he just decided which position to shape his hips, and he just got the 2. So score is 5-3 now. Got 30 seconds left. So the score is 6-3, essentially with riding time too. So 7-3. And Montell is down 4 points, so he needs at least 2 points in the 2-point takedown and 2 near fall just to tie it up. 9 seconds. You see Kyle Dake is just gonna stall it out and give up the 2 at the end, and ref is just gonna wave it off. Hate that it had to be Montell, but this is honestly what started the dynasty. This was his first national champion, and from here it just went upwards. Current Olympian, going for Olympic gold. So yeah, Kid Dynamite, man. Y'all drop a comment, leave a like, and let me know what y'all want to see next, man. Let's get it.